Assignment 1C, Photographic Commentary by Karina Adams. Chris Burkhardt is a nature and adventure photographer who has produced many books of his travels and amazing images, many of which were taken when shooting campaigns in remote places for the likes of Patagonia and Sony. This image was produced in Iceland. I love the soft blur from the movement of the sea captured with a long exposure. The sublime cool colours and mostly blue palette give a sense of calm, and then a contrasting of the bright green surfboard is almost humorous and stands out in such natural surroundings. The negative space on the right and soft colours draw the eye up and over to the mountain peak, along the shoreline, to the surfer and around again. The image gives a sense of freedom, space, and energy. The world looks so big and rugged but soft at the same time. It is very emotive. The composition is simple with the leading lines of the shore and mountains. The image is balanced with high key and low key shades. Though the feeling is soft, the colours are rich and intense. The entire image, aside from the movement of the sea, is sharp, in particular the mountain peaks, but there is still a sense of distance and greatness in this image. This would have been taken using a tripod, a long shutter speed, and a wide aperture of f22 or f32. Brisbane-based travel photographer Cara Rosenlund has my dream job. We both spend a lot of time at North Stradbroke Island, and many of her images in her books and prints are taken there. Her images are often very much like this one with a slight sepia look. I love the feel of this image, of peeking through the palm tree, watching the people frolicking in the water and shooting into the sun. It feels like summer, freedom, contentment. The image is overexposed and the people are silhouetted due to the angle. I like the depth of field created by the blurred palm tree in the foreground and how this frames the image and directs the eye to the people in the waves. The waves also frame the swimmers. All of the action is in the bottom third of the image, but the negative space at the top of the frame gives the image room to breathe and creates the feeling of time, relaxation, holidays, space. There is a sepia tone over the whole image, which lends a nostalgic feel. This image was photographed in 2015 on Quandamooka country, which includes North Stradbroke Island. Crystal Wright is an Australian adventure photographer who is on the road so much she really doesn't have a home or a base. She has worked a lot with National Geographic and these days is focusing more on producing and filming mini-films of the adventurous kind. This is a very simple image, but the composition is lovely with a leading line asymmetrically balanced through the centre of the image on an angle. In the middle of all of this ice and snow are a few very cute penguins, one quite dark which really makes it stand out. This image is very high key with the contrast of the black penguin. The black penguin is in the bottom left corner of the image, moving up towards the center. This makes the eye follow the line upwards towards the other penguin. The penguin's journey looks interesting. The image makes you want to know where they are going and where they have been. It looks cold but inviting. The use of negative space around the penguin highlights the scale of the environment these little creatures live in and really serves as a beautiful frame as the eye is drawn straight to the line and to the penguins. Max de Payne is one of Australia's most iconic photographers, and this image of the sunbaker from 1937 epitomises beach culture of the day and still represents what Australia is known for now. This image has beautiful lines, an unusual angle, uncluttered background, with a warm, relaxed holiday feel to it. By shooting down low, it gives an intimate feeling of laying down with the sunbaker. It is a very contrasty image with high-key and low-key shades. Therefore, there are no distractions and the eye focuses on the form of the man. The line and angles of the man forms a triangle shape on the horizon line and the eye follows his arms up to his back and the water droplets on his skin. He looks beautiful, relaxed, and sun-drenched. This was the desired look and feel of those times, with Australia promoting itself as a warm, desirable, and beautiful country to come and live. A narrow to medium depth of field may have been used here, as the foreground and background are a little blurry, drawing the eye straight to the figure, which is balanced in the centre of the frame. It is a harsh light, coming from directly above and therefore casting a few shadows under his arms and onto the sand. Pete Souza is a photojournalist and was the White House chief photographer during Barack Obama's presidency. His compositions are always interesting and considered, and he seemed to capture the moment and the emotion. This photograph was captured in 2011 at a daycare next to Barack's daughter's school in Washington. He later tweeted this image with a Nelson Mandela quote about racism. This image is nicely balanced with Barack looking in towards the children from one side of the frame and the children looking in towards Barack from the other side of the frame. The kids are framed nicely by the window frame, and the rest of the image is clean and uncluttered. Barack's posture leads the eye to follow his arm up to the window. The light softly highlights the kids' faces. It is quite a contrasty image in that it is mostly white aside from Barack's jacket, inside the window, and the various skin tones. This image gives the feeling that no matter the skin color, we are all the same. Thanks for listening.